Happy morning to all. Is it audible? Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Actually, today I am going to talk about the effective implementation of the NBA guidelines. I think before starting my lecture and my presentation, I can share my experience. Before that, I will introduce about the scenario of technical education.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Today I am going to talk about the actually after the independence, very limited engineering colleges are developed. That too government colleges and government aided colleges. The scenario of technical education.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Today I am going to talk about the
I think others can switch off the mic. Actually, very limited colleges are developed after the independence. That is only by government and government aided colleges. But it doesn't need the cater of demand. What happened? So in 1970s, the number of colleges available in the country is very less. In 80s, the Karnataka started this self-engineering colleges started. I think the concept is introduced only by the Karnataka. Afterwards, Andhra Pradesh, then Tamil Nadu. In 80s, many colleges, many self-financed engineering colleges. That time only government knows about it. There are many engineering colleges how to regularize, how to regulate. Then they started the new regulatory body, statutory body is AICT, All India Council for Education. It started in 1987, which will give the permission to start the new engineering colleges or to monitor the performance or conduction of colleges. At that time, the number of schools is very limited because very few engineering colleges. Then 90s colleges came out. So they are going on changing the rules and regulations based on the needs, demand. Then among the many engineering colleges, which college is good, which college is moderate, which college is level, it's very difficult to find. So we need some metrics, how to measure the quality of the engineering education. So that's why they started NBA accreditation process, National Board of Accreditation. Initially, it is under AICT. It is not the independent body. It is the part of the AICT. That time we have only output-based education. Output-based education. For example, today I am producing 200 graduates, engineering graduates. Next year, maybe 220. Even after next year, it may be 250. So we are going on increasing the number of graduates from a technical institute. This is output based. I give the analogy for this. Suppose I have the mango trees, 10 mango trees I have. This year I produced 1,000 mango fruits during the season. Next year, if it is maybe 1,020, 1,200 mango fruits I produce. Maybe the next year after next year, there may be some more. So if you are going on increasing output, we can say it is output-based education. But it is not good actually for the society as far as educational institutes. They introduced OBE, outcome-based education, in 2013. Actually, the former MHRD minister, Smriti Irani, she signed in Washington. This, whatever we are using the NBA rules and regulations, it is based on Washington. It is India is also part of the Washington Accord. It is a member of this treaty. So whatever the degree given by this accredited colleges, it is on par with the foreign universities. So that's why you are very particular about NBA. Actually, how to evaluate this? That's what we are going to see. What is accreditation? What is we'll see one by one. Accreditation, this definition is given by accreditation is a process of quality assurance and improvement. This is very, very important. We want quality assurance. Quality education we need in engineering education. And improvement also. It is not a one-day process. It is a continuous process. It is never ending. The accreditation is a process of quality assurance and improvement, whereby a program in a approved institution is critically appraised to verify that the institution or the program continues to meet or exceed the norms and standards prescribed by regulation from time to time. This is accreditation process. What is accreditation? This is the recognition. My college is recognized by the external agency or shall I give you the minimum guarantee of quality of educations? Because there are many engineering colleges, multiple engineering colleges, you know that in the country. If everyone is giving the quality of educations, it is not enough sectors, faculty. So that will be monitored by the accreditation, which recognize and give the guarantee of minimum quality. What does accreditation mean? The formal recognition of the quality of an educational program or institution by an external independent agency on the basis of impartial, without any partial, based on the availability, based on the documents, based on the on-visit report. This will be decided. Going on to the accreditations. In general, you can say disabled education program and qualifications or maybe good practice and benchmarking. Actually, there are two things you should know. Inspection is different, accreditation is different. Inspection in the sense, suppose I want to inspect this college, I have some benchmark, I have some standard. I'll go and visit the college and check. This is how many teachers are available. So this teachers is not sufficient. We got to get more teachers. These teachers is not sufficient. Okay, good. What are the lab facilities? What are the classroom size? What is the playground? Everything we can check. We have the benchmark. We have some standard. We can compare with the standard. Based on that, we'll give the input. That's all. That is inspection. Most of the time, the affiliation colleges, affiliated university is going for only inspection. But whereas the accreditation is not like this. Accreditation is different. That is, whatever available you have in the education institute, based on that, it will be accredited or not. Then also you have some standard. But based on this, we are not giving any suggestion in the accreditation process. Whether it is accredited or not, or accredited for 3 years or 6 years. Then based on, your marks, what you got during the assessment period, then the decision will be taken. So then what happened next year? We have to improve this. After 1 year, you can go for next accreditation. Or if you are accredited after 3 years or 6 years, once again you have to go. This is a continuous process. It is lifelong learning. And not only, if you got NBA, then you can go for increase in intake. Suppose I want to increase the intake of 60 students to 120 students or 180 students in a particular branch. It's possible. Or I want a new course, or new programs. I want artificial intelligence or data science. Okay, you can do. It is based on the NBA. Whether it is accredited, then you have the more benefits. And not only this, nowadays, the admission also, most of the, we are thinking public may not aware of the accreditation process. Even +2 students may know the accreditation. They are asking us whether the college is accredited or our program is accredited or not. They are asking. So everybody knows about it. They want good college. They want accredited college. Whatever they got the marks, they are not bothered about it. But they want good college. So we have to provide the quality educations based on the accreditations. This is our part. Actually, the accreditation process, there are many agencies. In India, we have only two based on the government. One is NAC, another is NBA. There are foreign agencies also available like ABET. But in India, they are bothered about only these two. Here, there is a lot of difference between NAC and NBA. National Assessment and Accreditation, NAC. This is based on UGC guidelines. University Grant Commission guidelines. It is especially for arts and science and the universities. Even they are accrediting engineering college also, but mainly university. University is supposed to get NAC accreditation. Otherwise, they will not get the continuation permission. Similarly, for arts college also, they need. Here in NAC, it is college is accredited or not. It is not program wise or not. It is not course wise. It is not department wise. It is based on institute. This institute is accredited or not. It's based on some inputs. Based on the materials available in the institute, the accreditation is allocated or awarded. But NBA is, it is not college wise. It is not department wise. It is program wise. Program in the sense, the degree, BTech ECE, BE ECE, BE Computer Science, CSE, BE Mechanical. So most of the institution website I have seen, they say it's NBA accredited. It is not NBA accredited. NBA accredited only for the BE or ME programs, mechanical engineering or civil engineering. Not, it's not fully accredited. But NAC is fully accredited for the whole college. That is the main difference. It is only program. Here, program in the sense, UG program, PG program. UG program is very particular. Mechanical, civil, computer science, or maybe production technology, anything. So that is a major difference between the NAC and the NBA. The NBA only for technical educations, nothing else. It is not for arts or science. Here you see NBA stands for National Board of Accreditation. NBA is totally independent body which is accreditates a program from diploma level to postgraduate level. Even polytechnic also, they are awarding the accreditation to postgraduate level in engineering and technology, management, architecture, pharmacy, hospitality, and mass communication. These are the new programs they are awarding the NBA. How it was constituted? National Board of Accreditation was constituted by the All India Council for Technical, but now it is autonomous body. It is not no more this. It is independently acting. It is there is no money allotted by the government of India. The money they collected from the institute in which they are running the NBA. Right. Actually, there are two types of institute. The tier 1, tier 2. I think most of you know very well about it. The tier 1 institute is universities and autonomous institute. What do you mean university autonomous? They can from their own course curriculums, their own syllabus. They have the own board of studies. So based on that, they can do anything. But as per the guidelines of AICTE, they have to follow this. How many credits per semester, total, how many credits, That and all can be decided by the AICTE, but more or less, I mean, there will be only guidelines, but you can violate. You can be changed. Maybe 10% or 20% you can change it, not more than that. So your own syllabus. But a tier 2 is you are affiliated to some other institute, some other university. You have nothing to do with your syllabus. The syllabus is framed by the affiliated university. Your course curriculum is already framed by the university. So you just like that you are follow this. You got to implement the course curriculum and the syllabus in our institute. There is no much freedom in there is no academic freedom in the tier 2, but academic freedom available in tier 1. Actually, the most of the evaluations in NBA is one and the same, but the mark is different, especially for teaching learning process. It may be different for each category, tier 1 and tier 2. Actually, what is the components will contribute to the NBA? Say I'm saying this college is very good. The college is excellent. The college is underdeveloping. The colleges are just average. How do you say this? Normally, when you are visiting the college, especially the public visiting the college, they will see that area. The area, okay, they have maybe the 50 acres land they have, or maybe 30 to 40 acres land. And they have infrastructure is very nice, very good building. And they have a mosaic floor or maybe marbles, granites, and they have very good infrastructures. That is not the college actually. They have very good ambience. They have the very good what do you call what do you call this ground, everything. But it's giving a very good good appearance to the public. Most of the time, by seeing the appearance, you are saying this is a good college or average college. You are not saying like this. But most of the time, you are saying like this only. But that is not the college. The main components of college is faculty. The second one is students. Say normally you say this if college is good or not, how do you say this? It is based on the faculty and students. Faculty is good, students are good, then it definitely will be a good college. That's what say the good staff members, good faculty members, definitely they will attract the good students. The infrastructure is, of course, we need. It is not much important when compared to the faculty and the students. But unfortunately, most of the time you are not giving the importance to the faculty and sometimes students also. How to justify, how to get the students, faculty. First of all, they have to check the qualifications. As per guidelines given by AICTE, minimum you should have master degree in the engineering. If you have PhD or doctorate, well and good. If you want any promotion from the assistant professor to associate, definitely you should have doctorate degree. Similarly, when you're going for another promotion from associate professor to professor, you have some experience with doctorate. Otherwise, you cannot become the professor or associate professor. So qualification is must. Then experience, because enough experience. For assistant professor, we don't need any experience. But if you want, grade 1 or grade 2, you need experience. And similarly, associate professor and professor, definitely you need experience. Then cadre. For any institute, the number of professors, number of associate professors, number of assistant professors is necessary. Cadre ratio you have to maintain. At least minimum one professor you should have for one program for 60 intake. If you have 120 intake, you should have 2 professors. And similarly, associate professors. Normally, you can say 1:2:6. 1 professor, 2 associate, 6 assistant professor, as per AICTE guidelines. So cadre ratio also you have to maintain. Then here you see this qualification necessary, experience necessary, cadre necessary, and the number also necessary, number of teachers. You get the number of students, number of teachers, number of students divided by number of faculty, which will give that SFR, student faculty ratio. Normally, we will prefer 1:20. This is nominal, minimum. If it is 1:15, it's well and good. Even less than that, much more welcome. If you are going for 1:25, it's almost waste. So the mark will be given from 1:15 to 1:25. So normally we should have for 20 students minimum one teacher for any normal colleges. If it is university, 1:15 is well and good. So number of the faculty members is also playing a major role in this. Then we are talking about only the teaching. Teaching alone will not help us hereafter. We need research also. Without research, we cannot do further promotions. And further, we want to develop yourself, you want to develop the institute or a department, you need a research publications. You're supposed to have a doctorate degree. If you want to apply any funding agency, a DST or AST or any other thing, they will see that qualification of the CO or PO. Otherwise, it is very difficult to get this. And based on your experience, based on your what you call qualifications and your proposal may be selected or not. So the very important thing of this principal investigator, PI is very important. PI qualifications and similarly co-PI. So you have to publish a papers in good journals, referred journals. It is not good journals. So nowadays, many journals are coming now, which are not included in the Scopus or Web of Science or SCI. I request all the teachers, don't put. You see, no, don't publish any paper in unreferred journals. At least minimum Scopus. Scopus is easy. Web of Science is somewhat difficult, and SCI. This is better actually. Don't go for even UGC journals also. Sometimes it's increasing, sometimes it is listed or sometimes it's not listed. When I'm publishing a paper, it is listed. After 2 years, it's not listed. So it should not be like this. Keep it in mind. So paper publication is must for every semester, at least minimum 1 or yearly 2. Or maybe if you are focusing on very good journal, very good impact factor journals, is well and good. Suppose I'm going for some elsewhere science. The impact factor is 5.6, then it will take more than 1 year. So one journal is enough. So research publications, you should be work in this particular area. So that will be help you when you are applying for any funding agency. Based on your experience, based on your expertise, definitely that project or that funding agency will allot a project to you people. So that is based on the research projects, that's what I said. So research publications and the research projects, so it is parallelly going together. And based on this, based on your experience, based on your publications, definitely will have the outside world interactions. This is very, very important. Most of the colleges I have seen, that they are not allowing going for external examinations or lab examination or project or even what you call seminars. We should not be like this. College, you have to give the permission to all the staff members to interact with outside world interactions. It's very, very important. They're freely allowed to attend the conferences, workshops, or presenting a paper in the conferences. Definitely will help us. You are thinking, so no, he's wasting time. He one day leave, you took, he went there and presenting papers, or maybe just attending the conferences. That's not like this, I tell you. But when I'm presenting a paper or attending this, like other people will know this. He came from this particular college. That is a advertisement. He is the ambassador for your institute. So outside world interaction is must. Wherever I go, I'm saying I'm coming from this particular institute. So they know about my institute rather than myself. So faculty is the ambassador of your institute. They should be happy. And if you are giving enough salary and enough infrastructures, enough perks, then only the faculty will stay. Good faculty will stay. Otherwise, they will leave the college, they will go away. Wherever they will get the money. Normally, they say, if you are giving 500 rupees extra per month, you will go, you are jumping from one college to another college. It's not like this. Most of the people will not jump, not for money. They are seeing the environments. They are seeing the management. So we have to give the more importance to the faculty. Most of the time, I think I share my experience. When I'm visiting many colleges, when I is expert or NBA or NAC, they have a very good college. They have very good infrastructures. They have enough computers, enough facilities, library facilities. They are putting AC to all of this. But when I'm coming to the faculty rooms, it is just like a veranda, just like a, the government hospitals. They will put different chairs in a big hall. There is no separate cabin to the faculty members. They are not bothering about the staff members. They least bother about the faculty members. If you are giving a separate room, separate cabin, they will do his own work. If you are putting in a room, 5 members or 8 members in a room, they will chit chat. Unnecessarily, they are talking about the college or HOD or principal or department. Unnecessary gossiping and unnecessary talks. If I put it in separate room, that will be cut off. Sometimes they come to a canteen, they will talk. That's okay. But afterwards, they will go to their own room. Especially lady staff members. They need some rest. They want to take some rest. In front of others is very, very difficult. If it is separate cabin, is well and good. So we have to give a separate cabin for each and every faculty members. We are providing so many things for the laboratories and so many things we are spending. Playground, everything we are spending. But we are not spending money to the teachers. Faculty members. They have a separate cabin and a separate wardrobes or whatever it is. They can keep their own belongings. It is must. So if you are providing like this, definitely staff will stay for a longer period. And similarly, leave. Actually, most of the colleges, what happened, they are put, actually before 2000, many colleges started. At that time, Saturday, Sunday is leave, holiday. After 2000, it is completely changed. Why should you give 2 days holiday? They have to work, come and work, even Saturday also. So we are torturing not only staff members, torturing the students also. Say 5 days is more than sufficient to finish the syllabus. And even if you are taking the remedial classes or extra classes, it is more than sufficient. It is very particular. If you want, you can put it 1 day, 1 Saturday. Not all Saturdays. It's more than sufficient. We can save money. We can cut short to the transport. We can cut short the electricity bill. We can cut short to the manpower. Everything we can cut short. You can save. It is more than sufficient. You forget about the pandemic period. I'm saying the normal period. It's more than sufficient. But most of the companies are not doing it. Even schools nowadays, actually, in schools, what happened? Saturday, Sunday is holiday. But nowadays, even the private schools, even Saturday also they're running. Sometimes, even for NAC work, NBA work, even Sunday also people are working. That should be avoided actually. If you are planning properly, you can finish your syllabus and we can, if you frame a schedule of each department or each faculty for a particular year, definitely it will be helpful. Planning is missing here and implementation is also missing. Next thing is students. He is also one of the important stakeholders. Very, very important is after the faculty, students. I am a very good teacher, but the students are not available in the classrooms. Our students were not attending my classes. Then what is the use? You need good students. So here we have to see this enrollment ratio, admission. Suppose I have the 60 students sanctioned strength. At least minimum 50 students should be admitted. So admission category is very important. So all the seats are filled, it definitely is a good college. The enrollment ratio, you can say this. How many students are enrolled out of the sanction against the intake, sanctioned intake. Admission is very important thing. Next is success rate. Okay, you are admitted. Now faculty members are teaching. How many students are getting a degree? So there are 60 students are admitted in the first year. Out of 60, how many students are getting the degree in the final year? After final year? 50, well and good. If it is 20, it's very poor. If it's 30, okay, average. So the success rate is also very important. That's why NBA is insisting how many students are admitted in the first year, how many students are going out of the college with a degree. Even backlog, with backlog, without backlog, offers there. Without backlog, without any area, even a single area, how many students are getting the degree? That is also one of the metrics. So success rate is also important. See, when you're joining in the institute, definitely they will see this. So when I'm going to this college, definitely you will get the degree. So next one is academic performance. Academic performance in the sense, how many students are getting the first class? How many people are getting distinction? How many people are getting second class? So your status of the students will understand by this academic performance. So otherwise you can say CGPA, cumulative grade points. For getting 8.5 and above, 7.5 and above. So that will decide your academic performance. So everybody is getting first class. Okay, good. Only limited students are getting second class is also very nice. So academic performance also one of the parameter which will decide your performance. The next one is the placement and IFS. I said no, it is outcome based educations. So I am producing so many fruits. 1,000 fruits, mango fruits produced this year. And then last year I produced only 800. Next year I will produce 1,200. So it is increasing. It is outcome, but it's not HRE. It is output. Outcome is different. Sir, I am producing only 100 mango fruits, but it is so tasty. Once you get into the market, everything will be sold out. That is outcome. We are producing a tasty mango fruits, quality mango fruits. This year may be 100, next year may be 110, but everything will be sold out. Everybody is liking that mango fruits. This is outcome based. So here, whatever people are getting into the college, they are getting the degree, and not only that, they are getting the placement also. Like people are coming for campus interview and taking the people. Before getting the degree, the people are got the appointment order. It is based on your performance, based on your students' performance. So placement plays major role, and some of the students are not preferred the placement. They are going for higher studies, going for PG programs. Here you should know one thing. Your college caliber, you know that whenever when the students are studying in our college, after getting the degree, they go for good college, I mean better college than you. You should not go to lesser your, less than, I rather I can say the standard is should not less than your college. Then you have to check. And for that, most of the students in Tamil Nadu, especially, they are not writing the GATE examinations. It is unfortunate.
Actually, one college I went in UP, Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. It is IE. It is maybe the is that it is a technical university, Abdul Kalam Technical University, Lucknow. There is one college. I met some of the students in EEE department. Actually, I went to all the programs. One of the program is BTech EEE, Electrical and Electronics. In the class 10th is out of 60, it is 55. I mean, some of these students are not joined, or maybe some dropouts, final year students. I asked how many students are placed, but no one is raised their hand. I really astonished. No one is placed. Actually, I went in the month of March. By the time in Tamil Nadu, most of the people are placed. But it is out of the city. It is a very good college, but nobody is placed in the particular program. Then I said to the HOD, so no, sir, this is not good. No, sir. You just ask how many people are get qualified. Then I asked how many people are qualified. See, out of 55, 52 students are get qualified. Except 3 students, 52 students are get qualified. And some of the students, maybe around 10 students, they got less than 20 ranks, all India rank. I really astonished. Then I asked, then why? No, these people are going for only government service. They will write UPSC examinations straight away. Straight away they will go for, I mean, if you are get qualified, straight away you can go for interview. You need not write any written examinations. Sir, after 2 years, they will be in the government service. Maybe telecom, or maybe railways, or maybe civil service. But in Tamil Nadu, it is not like this, and it is unfortunate. Even for MTech also, they don't want to, they are studying with the help of parents' money. UG, okay, you can study with your parents' money, but PG, they have to study with their own money. Actually, they are good, very good stipend they are giving, if you are get qualified. But students are not doing this. They are damn scared of the entrance examinations. So for higher studies, definitely we get examinations or CAT for MBA, or maybe if you are going for a foreign, you have to qualify GRE or TOEFL, definitely you will get it. So that you have to encourage. Then next one is our important thing is professional activities. He is very good in studies, students are many better, but we are not encourage them to participate in any other activities, especially curricular activities, paper presentations, or essay writing, or maybe any quiz will be conducted by some other colleges, not in the same college. Same college, we can appreciate the same students. You encourage the students to go and encourage the students to go for other institute, or even they are going for other state is well and rather than Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, or maybe Delhi, or maybe Uttar Pradesh, any places. Students' participation is very, very important, and they have to conduct many events in the same institute under the banner of professional societies, students chapters of IEEE or IETE or IE, anything. But they have to conduct because they will get the leadership quality. They know how to behave in the society, how to behave in the team. I may be good individually, but when I put it in the team, it will not work out. It may not work out. So that things I should know. Each and every student should realize. So you have to encourage the professional activities. Don't think always studying every week the examination, every week the test. Apart from this, the professional activities. He has to speak. Whatever you know, you have to speak. How to speak? So if you are conducting the professional activities like this, definitely they will speak. They will convey the matter. So here, actually in North, most of the students are talkative. They are talking very much nicely. They are talking actually that the students in front of the parents, they will not talk much, but they will talk outside very nicely. But here it is unfortunate. I mean, ulta. Here students are talking only in the parents, but when I'm going to outside, they are not talking much. So they have to change the attitude. So students also, it is one of the major components for NBA contribution. Then finally, you can see infrastructures. The third one, actually. Okay, you have the very good students, very good faculty members, and what about the infrastructures? You should have enough classrooms. Even AICTE says the classroom size is this, for example, 75 square meters. This is the classroom size. It should be ventilated and enough lights and everything. How many classrooms you should have? You have the 4 classes, you should have 4 classrooms. And similar laboratories. This is based on our affiliated universities or based on your own autonomous syllabi. How many labs you have but that lab should be available with enough equipments and enough supporting staff, technical staff you should have, qualified technical staff, not just like that attendants or something else. You should have diploma holders, maybe a degree holders or ITI. If the technical staff is available, it is well and good. And similarly, workshops, laboratories, enough laboratory spaces. The space should be enough. It should not be congested. So if our academy meeting 30 students are in a class, I mean 30 students in a laboratory classes, you should be spacious. You should have enough equipments. Actually, in the NBA, there are 4 things. One is Y. Second one is C. Third one is W. Last one is deficiency, D. Why in the sense? Yes. Suppose you have the enough infrastructures, enough, I mean, what you call enough facilities. It is more than 75%. It is Y. Yes. Suppose you don't have, just you have enough, not more than that. That is concern. C. See, when I writing the report, you have to write Y or C. If it is just you have it, we can put C. Then you don't have enough. It is a shortage. Then it is weakness. Finally, you have very, very less. It is a deficiency. So you will put any criteria under these 4 categories. Y, C, W, and D. For example, I will tell you, suppose I need 10 power supplies in the laboratory to run the lab. If you have 12 power supplies, 12 equipments, we say yes. Why? Because it is more than sufficient. We need 10, but they have 12. So it is Y. Suppose I have only 10. I need 10, but only 10 equipments are available, power supplies. Then it is only C, it is the concern. Suppose any one of the equipment become faulty, then it is very, very difficult to run the lab. There is no extra, there is no standby equipment. That is why it is concerned. The next case, suppose instead of 10, I have only 8 in weakness, W. The last one is instead of 10, I have only 5. It is a deficiency. This is the meaning. Try to understand this. So you should have enough laboratories, enough equipments, enough supporting staff. Then ICT tools. See, nowadays teaching learning process completely changed. That you know very well about it. Previously, it is only chalk and tablet. So I'll prepare the notes. I'll go to the classrooms. I will teach it in terms of chalk and board. Then I'll give the notes if necessary. And most of the time, only the notes. But nowadays, it's not that. You have to use ICT tools. Previously, it was overhead projector. on LCD projectors and smart boards, and even what you call YouTube, or maybe some slides, or maybe some movies you have to put it in front of the students. But one thing you have to keep it in mind. But any presentations, if are putting more than 20 minutes, it is very, very difficult to watch. Students will not watch. Actually, any human being will watch only for 20 minutes presentation. But it is not possible actually, at least 1 hour. If you are putting 1 hour or 2 or 3 hours continuously, if you are putting slides, they will not listen. It's not possible to listen. So this you have to keep it in mind. You got to use the ICT tools properly, because after the pandemic, everything is completely changed. So this is my personal experience. Students are changed. Students are not getting in the classrooms nowadays. It's very, very difficult. And even teachers also changed, because they took only the classes through online. Now it is very difficult to take the class in the offline. So it will take some time to settle down. But real teaching learning process will take place only in the direct mode, in offline mode. Otherwise, it's very difficult. It's unfortunate if it's not possible, then you can go for offline, online mode. So this you have to do. Very important thing is the teaching learning process. That's what I told you. This is teaching learning process. Teacher is available, students are available, infrastructure is also available, but how to interconnect the teaching learning process. Teachers how to teach, students how to learn. That process has to continue. Most of the institute, even very good institute, the teaching learning process is missing. Sir, once I come to this place, they are giving the department work or the NBA work or NAC work. But everybody is doing this apart from teaching. Actually, most of the teachers, they forget the teaching learning process at all. They are doing only that department work or college work or NAC work or NBA work. They're maintaining the records, they're creating the records. But we forget about the role of the teacher. The role of the teacher is the teaching. The teaching processes should be effective. Here, you have to see this, the course curriculum or syllabus, which may be framed by the university, if it is affiliated colleges, if it is autonomous and university, it is framed by themselves. They should have some program educational objectives. I'm sorry, it's not outcomes, it is objectives. Program educational objectives. I'm sorry, you just changed it. Wrongly written. It is not outcome, it is objectives, PEOs. For any program, suppose I'm running a BTech mechanical engineering, I should have some program educational objectives. Okay. Program educational objectives. It may be 2 to 3 or 4 or 5 objectives are there. Then how you are addressing these objectives? You should have the program outcomes. Actually, these program outcomes already framed by our AICT. We can add it, you can change it. Maybe 10% or 20% we can change it. We may not follow the same POs, program outcomes. So, but program outcomes, and similarly for program specific outcomes. Program outcomes in general, but the program specific outcomes, suppose it is mechanical engineering, what is the specialization? Maybe thermal engineering. Is specific to particular outcomes. Or if it is electronics and communication, VLSI, then it's the specific outcome of that particular programs. So PSO is different and the POs are different, but these two are to addressed by POs. Then course outcomes. Actually, we have maybe the, suppose you have the 4-year course, you follow to the first year, second year onwards. It may be around 50 subjects or 60 subjects. Each and every semester, you have the 5 subjects. So suppose you have the 40 or 50 subjects. For each and every subject or course have the outcomes. For example, I have one subject, electronic devices and circuits. See, most of the time when I am teaching, before teaching the subject, I should explain what is the outcome of this, what is the CO of this particular subject, why you want to study this course, why you need this course. For electronics engineer, why you want to study electronic devices and circuits, what is the use of it. You have to explain 2 to 3 classes. And this COs. After studying this course, then what you gain, what knowledge you gain. That is our COs. That CO should address your POs. Most of the people are making a mistake in the matrix. POs mapping a lot of mistakes. When you're evaluating the matrix formation, the articulation of the matrix is very, very, very poor. All the POs have to address. Some of the POs are not addressed. Sometimes some COs should address some POs, but it should not be left out. That means you want to change your POs, how to change your COs, or change your subject. Here we have to do very important things. The teaching learning process, which will do this. Normally, when I'm going for any even accreditation process, whether it is NAAC or NBA, so management says, sir, this time you have to go for accreditation. Okay, principal say yes. Within 3 months, you are doing so many things. Each and every day you are working up to evening 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock, whatever it is. Even Saturday, sometimes Sunday also. Actually, it is not like this. It is a continuous process. So for each and every semester, I am taking this subject. Each and every teacher should have the role of NBA. So I allocated the 2 subjects or 3 subjects. We have to create a course file, POs, COs, and the mapping. We have to see this. And finally, what happened after getting the results is just to match with this. And what is the attainment of your COs? What is the attainment of your POs? You have to calculate individually. If individually, each and every teacher, if you're doing like this, the work will be very simple. You need not wait for 3 years or 3 months, whatever it is. For every semester, as soon as semester is over, result has come, then you find out. Similarly, the next semesters. So actually, NBA needs only for 3 years data. This current year, the last 2 years. That's all. That data will definitely will be available. But you need not create any data. You have to collect the data. You should have in our hand. It should be available in the department or in our room. Whoever is that's why there will be some IQS coordinator, internal quality assurance coordinator. Nowadays, all the accreditation process, they are asking us IQAC coordinator. There should be any column in your website itself, IQAC. That will assures the quality of your educations. It gives a minimum guarantee of the quality of your educations. So IQAC is playing a major role. I think it's a time up. With this, if you have any clarifications or any questions, you can ask me. Yes.
Any questions from participants?
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, the citations from any publication have got weightage in MBA evaluation process?
Yes, yes. See, if it is not unreferred journals, it is not SAS corpus, we will not consider.
Okay.
If it is good weightage paper, definitely will be considered. If you suppose you publish in IEEE or elsewhere science, you will give the more weightage.
Hmm.
And the marks will be more.
Okay, sir.
Hello.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt that every CO can't able to map for every PO.
All POs cannot be mapped with all POs.
Yeah, it's because we are the second cycle NBA.
Hmm.
Some of the experts says that why it is not possible. For example, PO6 ethics. Is it not possible to apply ethics in all the courses like that? They have given the suggestion 6 years back.
No. I will tell you one thing. No POs left out. Some of the COs should map with POs. Not all COs mapped with POs. Do you follow me what I'm talking?
Yeah, sir. Yeah,
So,
that is
but
our
sometimes,
argument.
no, sometimes what happens, I will tell you one thing. For ethics or lifelong learning or communication, what happens, that column will be left alone. No COs are mapping, then there is a problem.
No, some of the subject will go into map.
Yes,
Sir,
yes,
my
yes.
question is one particular
Yes.
subject can't able to map for all the POs.
Or maybe, yes. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was our argument, but at that time they told
No,
that
it depends
why
upon
it can't be.
it depends upon the evaluator. But one more thing, I will tell you one thing. Some of the things, if, for example, lifelong learning, almost all the courses we can put to the weekly correlated. See, whenever suppose I study something else, I need some mathematical formula. Then I could refer. I have some doubts. I may be teaching for MTech courses for long period. Sometimes I have some integration problems. So then I have to refer this old one, mathematics. So what happened? That will be lifelong learning. I'm learning this mathematics also. So lifelong learning is not 3, it may be 1. I can say it's weakly correlated or moderately correlated. Some of the things may be like this. But when you're making the correlation, most of the people are making mistakes. Only they will say 3, or sometimes they may 2. Not 1, they will not put. And most of the things, see, the first one is fundamental. PO1. PO2 is design. So definitely for design, fundamental is necessary. Without fundamental, we can not go for design. So they put the fundamental is 0, then this will be 3. It's not PO2 is 3 or PO3 is 3. It's not like this. Everything should be 3.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, we are affiliated to Anna University. I am calling from one of the Tamil Nadu Engineering College, sir.
Okay.
Sir, in COPO mapping, we follow the mapping of Anna University. Actually, in a syllabus itself, they mentioned that, sir. So in accreditation process, we go with the COPO mapping of syllabus of Anna University, sir.
If you want, you can use. If you want to violate, you can do this. You can violate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every time, whenever the expert comes, they said the mapping is not proper, but we take it from the university syllabus, sir. That is what I want.
No. You can do your own.
Sir, one more doubt.
I have seen some of the things also wrong. Also, I have seen that in the Anna University.
Yes,
if you want, you can change it.
Sir, for improving the COPO mapping, we go for the content beyond syllabus, sir, usually. Criteria 2. And the doubt I have is when we applied for the accreditation process, we were affiliated and we got the autonomous status now, sir, for 1 year ago. So in autonomous, we can frame our own syllabus, right, sir?
Okay.
Then how come we can have that? How come we can go for this content beyond syllabus, sir? When we have the, freedom to make the syllabus, can we prepare the content beyond the syllabus this time, sir, being an autonomous institute?
Sir, even also there will be content beyond the syllabus you have. Definitely. We can do this. You know, actually, I want to make one thing.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what is content beyond the syllabus?
Yes, sir. We have a syllabus and we want to teach the advanced content which is not there in the syllabus.
Yes. Okay. This is content beyond the syllabus. Then gap.
A gap in the sense if we want to make any, extra courses which we can make it into the certificate.
Not like that. Actually, I will tell you one thing.
Yes,
I think you are from which department?
Mechanical department, sir.
Mechanical department. I will give one analogy in the EC department.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose they are setting mobile communication.
Yes, sir.
In mobile communication, there are different generation.
Yes, sir.
Generations and 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The syllabus up to 4G.
Yes, sir.
First 1G is there. 2G is not available in the syllabus. 3G, 4G is available.
Yes, sir.
For example, I'm saying 1G, 3G, 4G is available in the syllabus. When you are teaching a teacher, 1G they are teaching. Then straight away they are not going to 3G. It's very difficult. So you have to, something is missing, 2G. It is actually missing. The 2G is you have to teach. It is not in the syllabus.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, it is missing actually. If
Yes,
you
sir.
want to teach 3G, the prerequisite is 2G. But unfortunately, due to the voluminous of the syllabus will be reduced. So
I understand, sir.
2G is missing. Okay. Then
Yes,
up to
sir.
4G I start. Then I will not stop at 4G also. Nowadays 5G is also available. I will talk about 5G. This is content beyond the syllabus.
I understand, sir.
Yes.
Thank you. Sir, one more doubt, sir. Sorry, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, we applied for the NBA for, last January, sir, 1.5 years ago. Because of the pandemic, the visit date is postponed every time, sir. And actually, our institute became autonomous before 1 year itself. So, whether we submitted the document as a tier 2 institution, now for autonomy, we have to follow the tier 1 institution, sir.
See, unless otherwise, one batch has to come out in autonomous. Then only you can go for autonomous tier 1.
Do you need to keep the documents as a tier 1 document, sir?
No, only tier 2.
Sir, for first year, second year, sir.
That we can put it. That you can put it based on this. Actually, only the syllabus is different. Otherwise, it's one and the same.
Oh, thank you.
Right?
Sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions? Any questions? I think no questions. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for your patience.
Thank you for an excellent presentation, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Dear participants, thank you for your support and active participation. Now we have shared the feedback link for e-certificate process in chat box.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.